Hey, welcome back into Occupy Democrats. And I'm pretty sure in this breaking story that Donald Trump's dad never really read him that parable about the town crier wolf who did it too often as a bedtime story. We know this because Donald Trump has spent basically most of his adult life finding a way to get his way by constantly suing everyone because he always had the resources, except for the fact that one of the things Donald Trump didn't learn clearly was fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Because in this breaking story, Donald Trump may have gone to the, hey, let's be sue happy lawyer land, well, one too many times, and a Watergate attorney is about to drop a bomb on Donald Trump's head. I'll get that to you in a few seconds, but Trump just decided to sue the BBC, and we have a little humor plus some facts to show you first. This.
The President of the United States has announced that he's suing everybody in the United Kingdom for $1 trillion. Our toddlers, tantrums and trying it on correspondent Jonathan Goodenough has more. Yes, that's right, not content with threatening to sue the BBC, the President has gone further than ever before and threatened to sue anybody who's ever watched anything on the BBC, which basically means everybody in this country.
And Trump is famously for settling out of court because why? Well, he loses a lot. This.
To a rough legal week for Trump. This week, judges handed down a string of losses and major setbacks as the barrage of lawsuits against his agenda continue.
So what grounds is he citing? Well, Trump alleges that the British public have been insufficiently nice to him in his presidency and have made jokes about him in public and in private, which he doesn't think should be allowed, right?
Early this week, judges blocking Elon Musk's department from accessing sensitive data in 2 agencies. Trump losing 2 separate rulings over freezing foreign aid funds. The administration also dealt losses over an attempted refugee ban, funding to hospitals offering gender-affirming care. A Musk employee now ordered to testify against the Trump administration in a union lawsuit.
But this fun just keeps going.
Further offences include getting a bad spray tan and then comparing yourself to him, painting anything orange and then laughing about it, anyone who's ever used the word Trump to mean fart, even before he was elected, playing golf at a course he doesn't own.
And even though he does lose, it has taught him nothing. This.
In 2021, Officer Blasingame and another Capitol Police officer filed a civil lawsuit against Donald Trump. President Trump tried to get the case dismissed,
using the words Jeffrey and Epstein in the same sentence, and anyone who's ever been involved in fox hunting.
But today, the United States Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit rejected that assertion.
Well, that last one's a surprise. We suspect he might think it has something to do with Fox News.
Let's understand, he literally is suing the BBC, not a joke. But in this breaking story, one of the lawsuits that he's pushed out at the New York Times may wind up costing him and exposing him not just stuff related to Jeffrey Epstein, but everything in his damn life. And this is what you get when you kick the bear one too many times. Check this story out. Breaking news, turning the tables. Watergate lawyer flags plans to question Trump on Epstein under oath. President Donald Trump could be asked about his links to Jeffrey Epstein under oath, a Watergate lawyer has claimed. Nick Ackerman says the lawsuit the president brought against the New York Times has opened the floodgates to further litigation that would allow the New York Times to dig through Trump's shady past. The tables have turned on Trump, according to Ackerman, who says the amended lawsuit Trump brought to the Florida federal court has, in quotes, the potential to be a journalistic bonanza. Writing in the New York Daily News, Ackerman believes Trump has opened the floodgates for further investigation into his life. Ackerman wrote, in quotes, Trump's amended lawsuit in Florida federal court alleges that 2 Times articles and a book published by Penguin and authored by 2 of the Times reporters contain false and defamatory statements. The lawsuit has the potential to be a journalistic bonanza, allowing the Times to dig deeply into Trump's shady past. This is because the surefire way to win a defamation case is to prove what is claimed to be defamatory is in fact true. Should the Times pursue a truth defense, then they would have enormous leverage to go through Trump's entire life as part of creating their defense, according to Ackerman. He continued, in quotes, despite Trump's claim for an exorbitant $15 billion in damages, the Times has enormous leverage in pursuing its truth defense. Trump's allegations of defamation are so broad that he has opened up his entire life to scrutiny. In defending Trump's lawsuit, the Times and the other defendants have the right to take testimony and demand documents not only from Trump, but also from third parties. The possibilities here are endless. In taking the New York Times to court over alleged defamation of a 2024 article titled, "For Trump, a lifetime of scandal heads towards a moment of judgment," Trump has opened the door to his personal life, according to Ackerman. He explained, in quotes, "This alleged defamation gives the Times carte blanche to dig up every Trump scandal. Notably, this could include scandals not yet explained." Ackerman cited the Maison de la Mate purchase Trump made in 2004 for $41.35 million, which he then sold at double the price in 2008, as one such moment that could be looked into. Think of that, folks. Goose and gander. I can hear a judge saying it to Donald Trump now, either while he's still president or perhaps when he's out of the presidency. But in this particular matter, in this particular situation, his presidential supposed immunity from SCOTUS won't cover his satin sheet butt in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Stay tuned on this one, because there's no question there are legal folks out there who are coming after him, and he may have just given them the game plan and the blueprint to get himself tossed. You guys like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay frosty.